Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Thank you very much for joining me. Our patient is an Acer a Predator Helios 300. The board model is LA-L992P revision 1C. We have a board view for it, but I need your help with it because it's not something I've seen before. So this laptop has been to multiple technicians, local technicians. They've done plenty of stuff, like we got some wires running over here, flux all over, because why would you clean after yourself? There is plenty of flux left over here. Hard to say what was being done over here. Maybe they were lifting the coils, who knows? Maybe there was an issue on V-core, who knows? Now what happened to the laptop is a power surge. So there was a thunder, I expect, lightning hit the building, and it burned a couple laptops. This is one of them. There is also beautiful work over here. Take a look at this. That is the first. I have never seen anything like that before. But surprisingly, this actually works. Right? There's no shorts. All right. I would expect, yeah, this is fine. We got like 20K on main power rail. This resistor is okay. It's fine. Now it says over here PLZ11 or whatever, so there should be a coil here, and it is replaced with capacitors all around. So I'm not sure. We probably need to remove this and verify on the board view whether this was done properly. Now some missing components, but this looks like it's missing from the factory. Although there's plenty of flux everywhere, so we don't know. It may be missing. This is on main power rail here. So that produces, by main power rail, I mean the 19 volt input. This is where it comes from. Now it comes from the charging port here, right? 19 volts through these coils to the first transistor pair, then the second transistor pair, then the third transistor pair, and to our resistor over here. Now, was this one populated? We don't know. Again, we can check on the board view, but we'll see later. And this is what produces our 19 volts. So we should have 19 volts over here. So let's connect the power. Switch the voltage, turn on the power. Our consumption is 0. Now, do we have 19 over here? We have 19. It goes to our first transistors. On the output, we have 19. Goes to the second transistor. Second transistor is 0. Well, by 0 I mean 13 millivolts. Right, so the second transistor is not opening, or second transistor pair. Second transistors are not opening. So, what can it be? If we flip the board and reveal our BQ chip over here, this is 24800. Now I have a data sheet for 24780. Same thing. I mean, the pinout is the same, it's the same chip, but 24800, I think this one uses P-channel MOSFETs, and 780 uses N-channel MOSFETs. But other than that, it's the same chip, same pinout. So we first need to confirm that the BQ chip is powered. So our power comes from here, and we have 18 volts. Second is the power the charger detected on this cap, we have 2.5, almost 2.6 volts. It needs to be above 2.4 volts. Do we have 6 volts on the output of the linear regulator VLO? We have perfect 6 volts. So the BQ chip is working. So now there is a pin that you can check. It's pin number 5. It's called ACOK. ACOK, active high AC adapter detection open drain output. So basically you connect the pull-up resistor to this pin, and if there is anything wrong, the BQ chip is going to pull that line low. So it will be high if AC detect is above 2.4 volts, VCC is above UVLO, and below ACOV. Meaning it's above, I don't remember, like 8 volts or something, but below 28 volts, right? We have 18 volts, so that's fine. The LDO, or the regulator, needs to be at 6 volts. The AC detect needs to be at 2.4, above 2.4 volts. If all of these conditions are met, then this pin will be high. And this pin has 20 millivolts, and it's jumping from 20 to 40, 70, right? So it keeps resetting. So the chip, BQ chip, is working, and it concluded that there's something wrong with the power delivery. So it's not turning on. So we could start from here and probably not replace the chip, but well, who knows? Maybe we could start by replacing the chip, but 99%, actually 100% certain that the chip is fine. How do I know the chip is fine? I told you this is a curious case. So no, it's not going to be that simple. Just replace the chip and it works. In addition to our 19 volt input, we also have USB-C, which provides 20 volts. And the laptop works the same way on USB-C. So first, let's put the USB-C in, like so. And it turns on. It negotiated 20 volts, and it's consuming 2.7 watts, right? So the laptop is on. Let's see if anything's heating up. Nothing is heating up, or especially not the CPU. So let's go back to our BQ chip. So now we do the same measurements. So we want to see 6 volts over here. We want 2.4 above here. We have 2.632, so a little higher. Our supply voltage is at 19.56, slightly higher. And our power OK pin is at 3.2 volts. So it's high, right? So now the computer turned on. The BQ chip allowed the computer to turn on. And we can confirm that by going back to our transistors. And on the first transistor we got nothing because the power is delivered here, that 20 volts. 20 volts comes from this transistor, this one, and this one, and from USB-C over here, right? So we have 20 volts here, or 19.8, and on the output we have 19.9. So transistor is open. We have main power rail 19.9 volts over here on our beautiful soldering job here. So the main power rail went up. So obviously what we see is that if you power it from the regular charger, BQ chip thinks that the input power there's something wrong with it, right? Not according to my measurements, because everything is within the specs. Everything that the data sheet says it should be, it is. It is slightly lower, and so the AC detect is slightly lower. at 2.5, almost 2.6, and when we connect the USB-C charger, we get that 1 little volt up, 1 little volt higher. Our AC detect is at 2.6 something, so a little bit higher, but the requirement is that it needs to be higher than 2.4 volts, which it is in both cases. Then the VCC needs to be within the range within which it is. The 6 volts needs to be at 6 volts, which it is. And I think that's the only requirements for AC-OK. And the VCC needs to be above the battery voltage, but our battery is not connected, so. So we did conclude, or I'm concluding now, that there's something wrong with this circuit, with the input circuit of the power charger, of the adapter. But I went through the board view and I don't see anything that could potentially cause that. So basically, as it is right now, I haven't tested the laptop itself, because first we we need to figure out what those other technicians did. Why did they run wires over here? Why did they run, you know, other repairs on it? Why the wires though? Yeah, I don't get it. Why would you run wires over here? It doesn't look like you replaced the components. So this one over here, this should be what, this U8. So was some kind of chip over here, or U8 was this one. So there was some kind of chip over here that has been bypassed, and the wires have been ran over here, right? So this probably could have been an easy fix if I were the first one to tackle this. There's probably, because since it was power surge, there probably was some short. I don't see any shorts now, and as you can see, main power rail goes up, or at least the input voltage, the 19 VN, is going up. Not sure about the rest of the circuitry, but I'm kind of stuck at this problem. Like, why does it work from USB-C and doesn't work from the adapter? Why does first transistor open but not the second one? And second one is controlled by the BQ chip, and rightfully so. BQ chip is saying that the conditions are not met, so one of the pins is pulled low, AC-OK is pulled low, which explains why it's not turning on. But all the conditions that I see are met over here. So definitely not a BQ chip issue. BQ chip is working as it's supposed to. It just doesn't like our adapter. Very curious case. Now, from here, if you guys have an idea, definitely throw it in the comment, because I'm kind of lost. I've been working on this yesterday, last night. I don't know, I spent maybe a couple hours working through this with the board view, and I don't see anything that could cause that. I don't even have an idea what could cause that. I mean, yeah, I do have an idea. There's some short on the input, abnormal power draw, low voltage, high voltage, but none of that is existing here. And there's also nothing on the input before this transistor that could be shorted, that could be faulty. I don't see any corrosion. I don't see any issues, and it's really close. The adapter input is really close to this, so it's not like there's some damage to the board or something like that. It's the BQ chip that thinks that something is wrong when we connect the charger, but not USB-C. Weird case. Well, if you guys have any ideas, definitely drop it in the comments, because I will need your help with this one. After which, once we answer the question why it's working on USB-C and not on the adapter, next we'll be confirming that, or just assessing what kind of damage has been done during previous repairs, why we have those wires, what components are missing. Unfortunately, I don't have the schematic. I have a board view, but board view doesn't have the component names or model or numbers. Which means if the component is missing from the board, at the moment, there is no way for me to find what this component should be other than just asking someone who has the same board and to just take a picture or something like that. So this this might be a no fix, but no fix because of the previous technicians. Not to say that they messed it up, because obviously they looks like they knew what they were doing, just didn't have proper soldering skills to actually make it look nice. But it seems to be working, right? There is no short, main power rail goes up, so maybe that is maybe it is working. It's just not working from the adapter. Weird. But I might even try to connect it, like put the board back in and boot it from the USB-C and see if we get a picture. If we do get a picture, then we have a working laptop, just no charging through the power adapter, which would be so weird, but if that's what it is. All right, again, please comment in the comment section below if you have any idea what the problem here might be. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you, and I shall see you guys in the next one.